A budget whiskey that drinks way above its price point. What are we talking about? Well, let's talk about it in this episode of Whiskey Eats. So today on Whiskey Eats, we are going to talk about Lip Service. This is a rye whiskey made by David Phinney. Now, a lot of people know David Phinney to make wines. He's a huge winemaker in Naples, won many awards, very well respected, created his own business in the whiskey industry called Savage and Cook, or do they pronounce it Sauvage and Cook? I don't know, but it's Savage and Cook. And usually speaking, David Phinney's bottles, he's very well known for the Orange Swift wines. You know, a lot of wine drinkers know about the Orange Swift wines. It's a very full body wine. A lot of good notes you get from it. So if you're a bourbon drinker and you want to transfer over to wines, there's a wine for you. Now, if you're a wine drinker and you want to transfer over to whiskey, Lip Service is the whiskey for you. You will thoroughly enjoy it. So just a little bit about it. It is a 3-year-old rye that was created, and then he finished it in, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this, but it is the wine barrel. It's pronounced generic. You probably know. I know I'm mispronouncing that. I didn't get a chance to look that up and how to pronounce it, but generic. Probably wrong on both of those.
Oh my God, he was way off. Goodness grief.
But feel free to correct me in the comments.
Grenache.
But anyways, finishing wine barrels for probably an additional few months or so, because if it was finished more than a year or or so, it would at least indicate that. So probably a couple months or whatever the case may be. It was finished in wine barrels. So 3 years in new charred oak, and then finished off in wine barrels. And recently, I believe they just got bought out by Redwood Empire, Purple Brand. You know, Purple Brand is the huge umbrella, and their main state company is Redwood Empire. And now they own Savage and Cook, which Lip Service and David Phinney is working along with them. And so they're going to come out with some phenomenal stuff. So stay tuned on that. Savage and Cook and Redwood Empire has brought their empires together. Wow, it's going to be phenomenal. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, this one is a glass cork, believe it or not. You don't get much pop from what I remember. It's just a glass cork, which is still sweet. It's very solid. This bottle is solid. A nice black bottle. Beautiful art on there. And as you can see, the art here, you got the woman with the tattoo on the lip that says never. And usually David Phinney's bottles are designed this way. They look classy. Always got some type of art to them. Well, let's go ahead and see how this whiskey tastes. Now, of course, the color is a little light amber, and that's probably because it was only aged for 3 years. But I can instantly smell that aroma. It smells very good. Yep. Get a nice orange sickle there. It's very sweet on the nose. You do get that wine finish. Almost kind of remind you of like a sherry or a port. Yep, that smells delicious. Let's go ahead and go in for the taste. I'm telling you, this is a very, very delicious budget whiskey. And what I like about it is lower proof, but because it's a rye, those rye spices kick in, and the finish is considerably long, believe it or not. It's still going. It's creamy, it's velvety. So yeah, you get that like those Asian ginger chews. Initially, that's the first thought that comes to mind. You get the wave of honey coming through, a little bit of rye spices there. Let's see what else we can get. A little bit of orange peel. It's a little bittering in the mid palate, and it finishes, although it's long, it's soft in the back, believe it or not. You can feel it down here, but it goes down real velvety, real smooth. Yeah, it's a solid whiskey, man. I mean, if you don't want to necessarily blow your palate out, this is what you want. like a lot of Scotch drinkers, they generally speaking don't like a lot of higher end whiskeys. But this one here, to me, I think is an introductory Scotch drinker's rye because you get all of those flavor notes that pop through. You get the orange sickle, you get the ginger chew, you're gonna get that that vanilla. It's like a toasted vanilla in the back as I'm talking and I'm tasting at the same time. And that taste is lingering within my mouth here. Still there. The finish is gone, but the taste is still within my palate. It's solid. It's a light whiskey, but it's full of flavor. You get a lot of notes in it, and it's only like $35. So to me, when you see it, I mean, the bottle is nice. The juice is phenomenal. You know it's coming from a world-renowned distillery and a world-renowned blender himself, David Phinney. The man is very well known in the industry of whiskey, wine, and spirits in general. So you get some good juice. Reasonably priced. Good stuff. I highly recommend it. It's got a lot of flavor in it, man. But I will say, though, if you're expecting it to be thick, if thick was a flavor, it's not thick. It's just creamy and velvety. It's not thick. It's not heavy in flavor, but it's complex. So you get the spices that I'm tasting right now. So it's not heavy, but it's complex. Easy sipper, very reasonably priced. Lip service, the bottle looked good on your bar top. You can't beat it. Highly recommend it. So yes, although this is just a simple review here, I wanted to get on here and give you guys something. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. Yeah, that's good. That's real good. Yep, I like it. Thank y'all for joining another episode of Whiskey. And like we always say, please, always drink moderately and responsibly. Y'all have a good day. Take care. David Phinney, my man.
He don't know you. Stop trying to act like you know him. Oh my goodness.